Actually, I just wanted to say,
Did he just say that?
I'll just pretend I did not hear
No
that.
way.
Oh my god, does he know what that means?
Scott, that might not be something that you should be saying in the meeting.
And that is why you don't learn Hebrew from a bunch of comedians. So last week I went to New York for a comedy festival sponsored by Lingopie, and my goal was simple: learn about the language of stand-up comedy from comedians. But somewhere in between interviewing comics, sitting in a deli, and getting roasted in multiple languages, I accidentally started learning Hebrew. And I thought, this is perfect! I actually just started working at Lingopie, and I've got a few coworkers that speak Hebrew. So while I'm at this Jewish comedy show, if I could pick up some useful words or phrases to use at work, as the new guy, I think that'd be pretty impressive. But before diving into Hebrew, I started with something light, something familiar to a lot of American English speakers. What are some Yiddish words I probably don't know?
Ooh, new ones that you don't know. I think they're already baked in, like schmaltz, mishigas.
See, I don't know those though.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know schmutz, right?
Schmutz.
You got
That's
a
a
little
good one.
schmutz right
You got
there.
a little, yeah. Mishigas is it's like bullshit. Like this person was talking to me about all their mishigas. Kvetch, that's a good one. You probably know that
I
one.
actually don't know kvetch.
It's like complain. Schwitzing, I'm sweating. I'm schwitzing. It's more emotional than just saying sweating. Schwitzing, it's like, oh my god, I gotta come to your rescue.
This is amazing. I'm learning actually so much. What's that one under kvetch? Is that real?
Kvetch, verklempt. Yes,
That can't be real.
it is.
Everybody knows like schlep or things like that, or
Okay,
you
yeah,
schlep
yeah.
it along. But schwach is a great one.
Schwach.
Schwach would be like subpar. Like, oh yeah, but the meal was real schwach. It wasn't, it was schwach. Like that's a good. If you do that in front of your Jewish friends, are going to be like, what the hell? How is he infiltrated?
Dude, I swear Yiddish words are built for comedy. It's almost unfair. Like, they just sound like punchlines. And it felt so great learning so many words in a fun, natural way. In fact, I'm getting a little verklempt just thinking about it. Then Avi teaches me a Hebrew slang word that apparently people use all the time.
Some words that I asked my friend, there's this word kapara, and I was like, what does that mean? They go, nothing. They'll just like say it rhythmically for certain things. Like, had a great day with this girl, kapara, like kind of, oh, great or cool, but I still haven't quite learned how to use it. So when I use it wrong, it's funny.
So I don't know if I fully understand this one, kapara, but I love learning a language's slang, kapara. Especially if it's something you can just drop into a sentence, kapara, and sound like you know what you're doing. Actually, if someone could explain this one in the comments, that would be so great, because I still have no clue what it means. Do you feel like your personality is different in English versus Hebrew?
Maybe, even though I call my English a falafel English. This is how I call my special, also speaking falafel. So I basically speak English, Hebrew English.
In my ignorance, I actually Googled falafel dialect, and shockingly, nothing came up. But apparently, to sound more falafel, I needed to be less polite.
It's not only the word, it's the attitude and the head. So if somebody is really upsetting you, hey, what happened? You can try it.
Hey, what happened?
Yeah, you don't have it, but you're gonna, you can work on it. Yeah, okay. You're too polite for us.
And, well, this is where the lesson took a turn. How do I curse in Hebrew?
Lech tizdayen.
One more time.
Go yourself.
How do I say that again?
Lech, go.
Lech.
Tizdayen.
Lech tizdayen. Lech tizdayen.
You have to learn all the curse words first. And then please and thank you.
Roni had spoken. You've got to learn the curse words of a language even before please and thank you. Priorities, am I right? And while I think she was joking, I did go ahead and look up a list of Hebrew curse words that I am kind of afraid to say on camera, but for educational purposes, here they are.
לך לעזאזל, מטומטם, חרה, בן זונה, דפוק.
And now we can learn please
בבקשה.
and thank you.
תודה.
Okay, so I had learned some slang, a bunch of curse words, but I needed something I could use in a professional setting, something to make a good impression at work. I am the new guy, after all. So the next night when I had the chance to interview two Jews, just to be clear, that's the official name of musical comedy duo Adam and Eyal, capital T, capital J. I asked them, so I was hoping you could teach me a quick Hebrew word that I could use in a work meeting.
אני אוהב בתחת.
Sorry, what was that?
אני אוהב
Ani ohev
בתחת.
bataka.
And you have to be positive when you say it.
Ani ohev bataka.
It's also funny if you be a bit like sad. when you
Okay.
say-
Ani ohev bataka.
Yeah, it's pretty good. You have
Thank
a good
you.
accent.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Looking back, should I have known that they were messing with me? Yeah, probably. But I was just too excited about my amazing pronunciation and the chance to use my favorite new Hebrew phrase in a work meeting. And pretty soon, I got my chance. Hey everybody, yeah, thanks. I know I'm the new guy. Actually, I just wanted to say, Ani ohev batachat.
Did he just say that?
I'll just pretend I did not hear
No
that.
way.
Oh my god, does he know what that means?
Scott, that might not be something that you should be saying in the meeting.
Ani ohev batachat. In English, I love ass. Toda, Eyal. Toda rava. So, what have we learned here? Well, I think that learning a language with comedy really works. You get the rhythm, tone, pronunciation, but you don't always get the cultural context. That's why in the future, I'm gonna stick with Lingopie. You learn from real TV shows, real culture, not just memorizing phrases that could potentially get you fired. So if you want to learn a language the right way, the fun way, Lingopie's got you. And right now you can get 80% off a lifetime access to learn Hebrew, Spanish, Portuguese, Italian, French, German, and all these other languages. Check out the special discount link in the description. And from all of us at Lingopie, Happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, Chag Sameach.